everybody. We're talking about Google Satanist number 2 today. You know, I made this video once already, and then I found some more information, and so I'm having to redo it. You'll see what that information is in here. Anyways, copies of these documents can be found in my private group at Yahoo called Administrating Your Public Servants. I have YouTube videos that are videos of private information shares that show these and other court citations that are available for a donation. And donations to support this work are appreciated. And this last paragraph is for all the Satanist order follower revenue officers operating in their private capacity under the Federal Tax Lien Act of 1966, because they can put their privileges and benefits up their rectal orifice, because I prefer gold or silver coin. But as an extremely less desirable alternative, I can accept their commercial paper, their IOUs, their Federal Reserve notes, their PayPal gifts, their checks, their money orders, etc. Send me an email for particulars. Anyways, Google is supporting the fake news in the mainstream media. Google is suppressing free speech in favor of the New World Order crowd, in favor of their New World Order crowd handlers. Google is blocking emails, blocking email accounts, blocking YouTube videos. Google is openly opposing the lawfully elected president by suppressing free speech in support of him and his policies. YouTube has blocked some of my videos because they claim they're not as advertiser friendly. And yet it's on a private channel that's a subscription-based channel. And, if people don't like it, they can vote with their feet and cancel a subscription. They can't just block the video. They want to get sued, obviously, and I'm the right guy to do it. I just got to get a couple issues. I'm in the Ninth Circuit right now, and I'm also in Texas in the district court. And so I get a couple of these issues, and they keep messing with this, and that's exactly what's coming. You know, they say it costs $2 million to hire a lawyer to go to the Supreme Court. Well, this one in the Ninth Circuit, that's already going to the Supreme Court, and it's against a bunch of judges, too. So let's party. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. So this is the Google CEO, Sundar Pichai, however you pronounce that, takes on the issue of fake news. And it says here, joining in the post-U.S. election postmortem of the role of news and media, Google CEO Sundar Pichai addressed the problem of fake news circulating in social media in an interview with BBC Today. And that's taken from Fortune's website. And now a little diversion. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click the bell next to the subscribe button so that you're notified when there's a new upload. And there's my front page, and there's the bell. And when you click on the bell, the arrow is pointing at the bell. When you click on the bell, a little pop-up will come up, and you have to check the box if you want to be notified, and click OK. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. The Google CEO is the guy that's responsible for this, and he's the guy that's going to get sued in his personal capacity, and the board of directors, okay? So I know who you are. I know where to find you, and I'll come and get you. Anyways, this is Rundle versus Delaware and Raritan Canal Company, U.S. Supreme Court, 1852. My opinion is, and long has been, that the mayor and aldermen of a city corporation, or the president and directors of a bank, or the president and directors of a railroad company, of other similar corporations, are the true parties that are sued and are sued as trustees and representatives of the constantly changing stockholders. A corporation, therefore, being not a natural person but a mere creature of the mind, invisible and intangible, cannot be a citizen of a state or the United States, and cannot fall within the terms or the power of the above-mentioned article, and can therefore neither plead nor be impleaded in the courts of the United States. And so I know who you are. This is actually taken from their investor relations website, okay? You just you go to their Google page, and down in the bottom in the fine print, you'll find a link, usually investor relations or something like that. And it'll take you, and you can find all sorts of information. And this was actually done in October 2015 when they were talking about this. But this was done like a couple days ago. And so they're showing the board of directors. The CEO is Larry Page, and all the board of directors. That's not even accurate anymore. And on top of that, they went and filed on on, and let's go back here. This article is November 15th, 2016. And so that's when he was CEO. Anyways, so they actually filed in October 2nd of 2015. Larry Page filed a amended and restated certificate of incorporation of Alphabet Inc. And and there's all what the CEO was on their website. This is who's listed now, okay? And it's not accurate, okay? So they're engaging in fraud is what they're doing. And so, if I sue them, I might just like buy one stock first and then sue them as a stockholder. But anyways, this is an article that Sundar Pichai, meet the new CEO of Google of a slimmed down Google. A senior vice president of product will lead a slimmed down Google as Page will head Alphabet, the new parent company, announced on Monday. Okay, so and so there we go. That was August 11th of 2015 when Sundar took over Google. And so he's the guy, and Larry Page, obviously, are the guys to go after, okay? And they want to play their little games with the board of directors. The board of directors are in on this, too. And so they're going to get invited to the party. And now another little diversion. Announcing a subscription-based YouTube channel called Sovereignty International. The recommended cost of the subscription is currently $1.99 a month because it avoids the advertising only. Originally, when I set up this channel, I was planning on having some exclusive content. What happened was I started thinking about it, and, my agenda is to expose these New World Order Satanists and the fraud that they're engaged in. And I can't think of anything that I want to put exclusively on that channel. I'm currently publishing 5 videos a week. I do have an Arlington private information share on there that's exclusive, but it really doesn't have anything that's not on any other channel anyways. It's $1.99. All you're going to do is avoid the advertising. There is some exclusive content. There's not very much, and I can't guarantee that anything else will be on there exclusively. At some point, I might come up with some more stuff, but right now it's just the Arlington private information share that's exclusively on there. Otherwise, it's everything else, but you avoid the advertising. People also have been trying to find my channel, and there's a link at the bottom. And if you want to make a donation, it's certainly a modest donation, and everything's appreciated. And a bunch of people making a small donation, it can add up. So, whatever you want to do, for $1.99, you can avoid the advertising, and anything is appreciated. Anyways, this is the front page of my channel. If you look at the top, you see the address again, because people are having trouble finding it. And then there's some people actually sent me a donation for $1.99. The $1.99 was, I sent them an email, asked them, you want me to sign you up for this channel, or is it just a donation, or what? And they never did respond. I offered to refund it if they were wanting me to subscribe them, because I have no control over subscribers. That all has to go through YouTube. They click on the start free trial, and I'm sure they're going to want to get some payment information or who knows what. And so I have no control over that at all. I can't even see all the subscribers, quite frankly. If you want to subscribe, you're going to have to click on that. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. This article was written 15th of August 2015, and right now the website in the investor relations says Larry Page is the CEO of Alphabet Inc., okay, which is the parent corporation. So they're playing some games, okay, and they're trying to hide behind their corporations, and they're not going to hide, okay. I know where they're at. It's now 18 months later, and this Pichai is a coward, thinks he can hide behind these corporations. They intend to deny free speech by the alternative media. They intend to obstruct real news from getting out to people. They are harassing me by making me sign into my account and bouncing my emails that I send to addresses I've been sending emails to for over a year. And they intend to aid and abet the criminal activity by the Communist News Network, that's, CNN, and other failing mainstream media outlets. Cliff High said he knew people who had lost 75% of their revenue. I guess with me it could be worse. It's certainly not that bad, but they're causing damage, and they're interfering with my right to pursue happiness. And I'm sure their liars know all about that. And so if you have any questions, I have a video called The Right to Pursue Happiness. Anyways, and it's also about getting compensation for labor, how to do yourself getting compensation for labor. Anyways, this is my YouTube analytics that Sundar, whatever his name is, came out with a statement around Christmas of last year. And if you notice, the blue line, which was revenue on my channel, dropped off substantially. This was a daily rolling 7-day totals. And so it dropped off substantially and now is starting to recover. But the point is that, so they're messing with it. The average percentage viewed has basically stayed about the same. Although it did drop too. But it's dropped off and it's recovered now. Mostly, but they still, they're messing with it. Okay, that's the YouTube channel. They're also messing with my emails. They're messing with my my emails and my rejecting my emails, making me sign into my accounts, all sorts of stuff. And so this is taken from Dave Hodges' Common Sense Show, and where Adams and Jones taken down by Google CIA prior to big event. Trump needs to be aware. And this is where this is Dave Hodges to say, this is Dave Hodges' website. On my last show, February of 2019, February 19th, I guess, Mike Adams revealed he was contacted and was told, we'll pay you $50,000 to provide us with damaging information against Alex Jones. If you do not help us, we will destroy you. And then in the evening on February the 22nd, 2017, Mike Adams reached out to me and informed me that Google search engines had removed all 140,000 pages of content from Natural News, and so they're destroying him. And so this is Natural News' website, and he's basically Google blacklists Natural News, removes 140,000 pages from its index. Memory holes Natural News' investigative articles on vaccines, and he's got some great material. Pharma corruption, fraudulent science, and more. And these Google Satanists don't want any of that stuff getting out. And so this fake news is they want the fake news, okay? The CNNs, all of these fake news outlets, and so that's this Google is part of it, and we're going to tie them directly to the CIA too. And this is John Rappaport's website, Breaking InfoWars and Natural News Under Attack. It says here, Alex Jones' InfoWars and Mike Adams' Natural News are both under attack. InfoWars has been dropped by its ad platform provider, AdRoll, which spreads ads for InfoWars products to many, many media outlets. Last year, that ad operation accounted for more than $3 million in sales for InfoWars. Natural News has been delisted by Google. Google appears to have wiped out 140,000 pages of listings from Mike's website. I just typed in Natural News at Google, and what came up was something different. Natural News, another tiny site owned by Mike, not naturalnews.com, as the top listing. The empire is striking back. This isn't debate or discussion or even baseless accusation. This is a war by attrition and censorship. And that's exactly what it is. And this is actually Prison Planet. Paul Joseph Watson, he's got his own YouTube channel for InfoWars. Anyways, he talks about ex-CIA agent seed money helped launch Google. Ex-CIA agents gone further than ever before in detailing Google's relationship with the Central Intelligence Agency, claiming sources told him that CIA seed money helped get the company off the ground, and naming for the first time Google's CIA point man. Robert David Steele, a 20-year Marine Corps infantry and intelligence officer and former clandestine services case officer with the Central Intelligence Agency, is the CEO of OSS.net. Speaking to the Alex Jones Show, Steele elaborated on his previous revelations by making it known that the CIA helped bankroll Google at its very inception. I think Google took money from CIA when it was poor and it's starting up, and unfortunately our system right now floods money into spying and other illegal and largely unethical activities, and it doesn't fund what I call the open source world, said Steele, citing entrusted individuals as his sources for the claim. They've been together for a while, added Steele. Asked to impart to what level Google is in bed with the CIA, Steele described the bond as a small but significant relationship. And this is actually an old article, December 6, 2006. And so that's exactly what's going on. Now, X22 report and Newsflash just put out a great little blurb on that. It's like 7 minutes long, but they go through this and some other stuff. And the address is up at the top. I highly recommend going and checking that one out. So that actually is the what got me looking for some more information. And what I see up there is what I found. And so the point being is that these Google Satanists are busy trying to suppress the alternative media. And this is actually a statement by David Rockefeller in an address to the Trilateral Commission meeting in June of 1991. We are grateful to the Washington Post, the New York Times, Time Magazine, and other great publications whose directors have attended our meetings and respected the promises of discretion for almost 40 years. Well, they ought to add in Google, I guess, eh? It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the new world, for the world, if we had been subject to the bright lights of publicity during those years. But the world is now more sophisticated and prepared to march towards a world government. The supranational sovereignty of an intellectual elite and world bankers is surely preferable to the national autodetermination practiced in past centuries. See, these people are Satanists, okay? And Google is in on it. And this Seachar, whatever his name is, he's in on it. And so there, Seachar, whatever your name are, I got your number. I'm going to find you, okay? We're going to be talking about this before these bail priests in the courts. And now another little diversion. These diversions come along about the right time because then I get to chill out a little bit. Anyways, for great custom websites, domain names, and hosting, go to CubeYard.com. Use coupon code CY172 for 20% off for your first order. CubeYard.com, your source for websites, domain names, and hosting. And back to the topic at hand. This is the Banker's Manifesto of 1934 from New American Magazine in February of 1934. Capital must protect itself in every way through combination and through legislation. Debts must be collected and loans and mortgages foreclosed as soon as possible. When through a process of law the common people have lost their homes, they will be more tractable and more easily governed by the strong arm of the law applied by the central power of wealth under control of leading financiers. People without homes will not quarrel with their leaders. This is well known among our principal men now engaged in forming an imperialism of capital to govern the world. By dividing the people, we can get them to expend their energies in fighting over questions of no importance to us except as teachers of the common herd. Thus, by discreet action, we can secure for ourselves what has been generally planned and successfully accomplished. Okay, so that's these Satanists again. And you notice how many homeless people are our tent cities all over the place. And I'm sure that those kinds of people don't have internet, or they don't have much. They probably have a cell phone, and that might give them some internet. But the bottom line is that it becomes real difficult to challenge these bankster thieves and their Google Satanist buddies. And so that's exactly what they're doing. The banksters are Satanists. The negotiable instrument law is a subset of Roman law. Mortgages are found in Roman law. The United Nations is a municipal corporation under Roman law. Municipal law is Roman law. Roman law is the Roman cult. International law was started by the Roman cult as a subset of canon law. See the international law video. Civil law, Roman civil law are convertible phrases meaning the same system of jurisprudence, that rule of action which every particular nation, commonwealth, or city has established peculiarly for itself, more properly called municipal law, to distinguish it from the law of nature and from international law. And that's Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. So, rules of civil procedure, hello, that's what it is, folks. This is all Roman law. This is all coming from the Roman cult. It's a subset of canon law. They that give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. When injustice becomes law, then resistance becomes duty. And now another little diversion. Check out my other videos, Bankster Thieves 1, 2, and 3, Churchianity series, Bankrupt Corporate So-Called Governments, Bar Members 1 through 3, Do-It-Yourself How Not to Volunteer for the Selective Service in the Draft, Martial Laws here, Do-It-Yourself No Income Tax, Do-It-Yourself No Sales Tax, Do-It-Yourself Traffic Stop, Do-It-Yourself Free Mail, Do-It-Yourself Kangaroo Courts 1 through 9. Necessity is the plea for every infringement of human freedom. It is the argument of tyrants. It is the creed of slaves. Well said, William Pitt. 1783. You'd think that we would have caught on to that by now. For it is a truth which the experience of ages has attested, that the people are always most in danger when the means of injuring those rights are in the possession of those of whom they entertain the least suspicion. And that's Federalist Papers. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Yeah, peaceful slavery is 6 feet under is where that ends up. So, boycott the Google Satanists. Okay, that's what we got to start doing, is we got to send them a signal, and we got to put them out of business. Boycott the Google Satanists. Use Yahoo, Hotmail, Lycos, and other free email. Use other social networks rather than Google Plus and Facebook. Use Snapchat, Pinterest, Instagram, etc. Use other sources for web hosting and domain name like CubeYard.com. Use other search engines like Yahoo, Bing, which is really Microsoft, Baidu, DuckDuckGo, which no trapping. I changed all my search engines, and I have several email addresses, and so I changed the search engine on all of my web pages to DuckDuckGo. Because there's no tracking, and it's not Google. Anyways, so tell these Google Satanists to take a hike. We need to vote with our feet, and so I'm sure that Mike Wells is going to be filing a lawsuit. I mean, he's already doing a petition. Donald Trump needs to be aware of this, because they're attacking him too, basically, because they're allowing or preventing his access to alternative information, and he is definitely interested in alternative information. Anyways, appreciate you watching the video. I hope you get something out of it. We need to put a stop to these Google Satanists. They're blocking anything alternative, and we need to put a stop to this. And so thanks for watching, and have a great day.